Hi everybody, welcome to this opening round playthrough for Pro Division Front 9 Holes Playoff Tournament. Back 9 will be up on the channel very soon. This is the first look, but these first looks we do have some drops already and we will be tweaking from there to form the text guides. If you want to get the full text guides, link in the video description down below. Don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Here we go then with hole number 1, going with the extra mile and a Titan. 4.5 bar top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Red ring touching the rough on the left hand side. Adjustment here, maximum distance, 10% elevation, but I remove 0.1. So it's equivalent to max plus 10 power 2 settings. We are going to go with a little bit of curl to the left. Obviously, if you are using a driver with less distance, I would recommend you push up however many yards less you have than the extra mile 8, as we don't want to be short. Drive distance anywhere around 350 is fine here. Second shot is going to be a no spin shot, and we're going to be using slider here. I'm playing this one 35% slider with no elevation, but the thing I need to change here is to back up slightly. They have here the ball guide we have going to the cup, but we come in too hot. So just back up, have your ball guide a little bit short of the cup. We are dead on line here, however slightly hot. So like I said, just a small tweak here, and this one I guarantee you will drop following on from a perfect drive. Obviously you might need to tweak the slider. Right at pin, just a little bit too hot and we do bounce out. So just back the ball guide up there on hole number 1. Hole number 2, first look at this one. We're going with a navigator and going with the red ring touching the rough. Without the spin, the ball guide should be going exactly through the hole. 2 bars backspin is what I'm trying here. And then we are going to adjust. Medium distance, 20% elevation is what we're trying here. Medium distance, 20% elevation. So we adjust our rings, and then we are going to take our shot. No overpower, no curl, just a standard shot, hitting perfect. And we do bounce very nicely here, but just coming in to the left-hand side. So small tweak needed on that one, but a decent first look indeed. Hole 3 is a really awkward one. To be honest, I tried a few options here very quickly, but this is the best that I've come up with so far. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left, aiming at max distance of power 3 ball. If you want to do that way, you can do. If not, just find it with a berserker. It's plus 16 with the extra mile level 8. Adjust max plus 10 on this one, max plus 10. This is a nasty hole, to be honest, not one of my favourites. All about getting the eagle and moving on. That's all we need to do. Bouncing very nicely. Obviously, we don't want to be hitting a great ball here with the accuracy of the extra mile. Sometimes you're going to get more roll than others, but you're looking anywhere around 365, 370, 375. Going to be absolutely fine. Second shot here, we're going to go second bounce in the rough and then rolling out. So 5.8 top spin is what I use here. If you have more top spin, you could go with that. I need to stretch out here just to make sure the second bounce is where I want it to be. Then I need to work out how many rings I need to push back up. Max plus 0 is the adjustment here. Max plus 0. And I should mention on the drive, the adjustment there was max plus 10, but it was power 3 settings because we were at max, the equivalent of max with a power 3 ball. Just have that said. Adjustment here though, max 0, power 5. Then I'm pushing up the number of rings that I needed to stretch out to find my position. Obviously, if you have more roll on the drive, you won't need to do that. But we roll out very, very nicely. Obviously, a great ball to the left will risk not rolling out from the rough. Hole number 4, we have hole in 1 here, going with a navigator and the sniper. If you do have a low-level sniper, level 7, level 8, I would suggest you go with a power 3 ball, otherwise you will be going into overpower territory. So just have that said. Yellow ring touching the rough line, 1.2 top spin, 1 left spin. Then we are going to make our adjustment max plus 10. Straight pull. So like I said, if you do have sniper 8 or lower, go with power 3 ball. Titan will be fine. Obviously, if you want to cut the wind down, you can use a Kingmaker. Bounces very nicely, and there is a mini funnel here. And great balls have been known to drop on this hole in other wind directions. Not sure if that's true here, but we drop it very nicely for a hole in one. Hole number 5, I do recommend the Apocalypse if you have it, even in level 3. 5.8 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. No move target, so do not touch the target until you adjust your rings. Adjustment max plus 10. Then once we are done, we are going to push back up to max. Obviously, if you have a higher level Apocalypse, you will need to tweak this one due to having more distance on your club. Max curl with the APOC level 3, again with higher level APOC. This will not be max curl, so adapt accordingly. Pause the video and just get a reference here. Hit perfect, no need for any overpower, and this rolls very nicely for a very easy wedge. Play Endbringer School on the wedge. 20% elevation. Okay, hole number 6. Bit of a dull hole, this one. So 3 bars of top spin. And we're just going to aim down the middle. I'm not quite at max distance here with the extra mile 8. I'm at plus 14. Using extra mile 6 or 7, start this one at max. So 3 top spin only. Then we adjust max plus 10. Do not pay any attention to overpower. We are not going to be going with any overpower at all on this one. We're just going to be playing a standard shot, no overpower and no curl. And the idea here is that the headwind will check us up a little bit, which is why we don't need overpower. And we're just going to aim into the corner of this fairway. Anywhere around 335 is going to be fine. If you can get to 340, even better. Second shot, go with either the Big Dog or the Cataclysm. We do need 100 in curl though, so we're going to aim just onto the fairway. 4 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Max plus 0 is the adjustment I'm using here. Then we're going to go full overpower and full curl to the right. And then we're going to try and hit perfect, which we do. Great left does risk rolling into the rough on the far side, so just have that said. Obviously great right, a hefty great right will clip the rough and roll out. So it is important to try and get a perfect away on this one. But we want to set up a thorn shot for the eagle. This is why we're playing aggressively. No spin on this one. I am using a pin check here. Plus 4 is my reference. And I'm going no spin. Ball guide to the hole with the thorn level 8. And my adjustment here is medium distance plus 0.1. 10% elevation. And that's what we're going to do. Obviously, we do have a pin check reference here. This is a first look. Sadly, I did hit a great ball here. However, with my experience of the game and misses with great lefts and great right, which you do build up over time, I do believe a perfect would have been in with this one. Great ball to the right, just missing just under a square to the right, which is what I would expect a thorn shot with a minor great to miss. So mid plus 0.1 on that one, plus 10% elevation. Hole number 7, I'm going no move target with a navigator. Here I do use half a bar of top spin and half a bar side spin to the right. Adjustment here, max plus 20. We do need a little bit of a tweak here, so I will leave that one for you to have a go at. Obviously we do have quite a hefty second bounce, so it may be that in certain wind strengths we need to do more of an offset or a little bit more adjustment. But this is a good starting point. Half a bar top spin, half a bar right spin. We do come in pretty close for a first look. Bounces very, very nicely, but we are a little bit on the hot side and just misses to the right. We do just take the right edge. A little bit less top spin, that might well have curled in. But something for you to work with. Hole number 8, 4 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, playing with the rock. Check the second bounce, 1 ring away from the rough on the right. Adjustment here, max plus 10. max plus 10. Then we're going to take a shot, no curl. Bear in mind, hefty grate to the right may well clip the rough on the right, but as always, we want to be trying to hit perfect wherever we can. And we're going to write down our yardage notes here. So, drive distance 340 yards. And what I'm doing here with the second shot, no topspin, no backspin, but I am using some left spin to align with the wind because we're not quite in straight tailwind. So I want the majority of the ball guide after that first bounce to be aligned with the wind. So half a bar of left spin is what I do here, and I'm playing this shot 56% slider, 0 elevation, pulling over the bullseye. However, what you will notice here, it comes in right edge, so we need to reduce 0.1. So I would therefore suggest 340 yards, take 2 or 3% off the slider. As you can see, just takes the right side. We want to be dropping them at pins. That will be my suggestion on that one. Hole number 9, nasty wind to be honest in pro, so let's get it dealt with and out of the way. 3.2 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the left, red ring touching the rough here with the extra mile 8. Adjust max plus 15, takes us into 1.8 rings of overpower. I'm going to add 1 more ring onto that, and I'm going to go with as much curl to the left as I can. If you do have the Apocalypse, you can use that here and go with a little bit more curl. Try that one, it will get you nearer to the pin. Like I said, do spend a token though if you are using a different club. But this is absolutely fine. We are going to have a tricky second shot though, to be honest. And we're going to need to play with top spin and left spin. 2 bars top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Make sure your second bounce is really clearly over the rough. The problem I do here is I don't add enough overpower. I'm adjusting max plus 0, but I'm not adding enough overpower onto what I adjust into. As you can see, I'm adjusting into 3 rings of overpower. I would really add a little bit more on. I only add just 1 ring here. I do get away with a double bounce, but I would really suggest going with 1.5 rings, maybe even 2 rings more than what you adjust into. Like I said, if you're not sure going with it first time, take a practice token. A wind 4-ball or a power 4-ball will make this shot a lot easier. I do get away with a double bounce, but we're okay for the eagle. Thank you for watching. Check the back 9 coming very soon. Bye for now.